Trapsy.
All right, we live.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me share that before I come up over.
I can use the computer to do it. Cause this, I ready to throw this phone in the garbage.
You using the computer to be live?
No, to share the stuff. Cause this phone, I'll be here forever trying to share
What
that.
happened to your phone? Did you tag me?
I don't think so.
How am I supposed to share if you don't tag me? I gotta go searching.
Friends? Know me?
Okay. Because my own is be a little loud.
You? Most because you just be getting all passionate.
Only sometimes.
So the plane's still sitting on the tarmac? Because all
What
the air
plane?
traffic controllers going on strike?
Yeah, the other day, freaking.
What plane?
They never got the money that they was promised or something.
They never...
They strike and then don't go back to work and don't get the money.
Because you gotta work. You sound like Greg.
Jesus.
You gotta go back to work.
Either you strike for a whole week and show these
Well,
niggas you serious.
You
And then,
can't strike for no whole week.
guess what?
You know, unity, man.
They can't. What they can do? You could bring in some juniors that ain't trained.
Hello? Remember when they did it before?
We the bombers.
Remember they brought them scabs in?
You know, unity. Someone else can come right there and take that job.
UNITY. So why BPL say they ain't know nothing but the free electricity?
So is the government again?
What they say with free electricity?
Who did that?
BPL.
Perry said that? Oh.
You know they pull these things all day.
Where they
Sphincter. I forget we're live. Sphincter.
You could say, I don't know.
Man,
why
I gotta behave. I gotta behave.
Come on, you're playing cute.
Say they ain't know nothing but no.
I would hope not, because that would bankrupt them. That would bankrupt them. Anyway.
I gotta read. I see you tag me in it. I gotta look over that later.
What's that?
The same article with the free electricity or some nonsense.
Oh. Remember Ronald Reagan and the air traffic controllers?
Who?
Ronald Reagan. Greg, you don't know who Ronald Reagan is, huh?
Oh yeah. I know. that
Okay,
name.
you can't be that young.
Yeah, I know what that is. I mean, I don't care too much, but I know what that is. What?
I just can't believe this where we are. And then the light was damn off this morning.
It
Talking
was?
shit. You're paying for... Lord. My vocabulary is just so poor these days.
Hey, frustrations are just that high.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
gotta
we gotta
do
big up
things,
Shara. Shara, I love you.
Let's see, we gotta do a thing, you know.
Shara sending me pictures.
Yeah?
What?
Where my pictures?
Okay, I get
Shara?
merce. Shara, my app making me merce.
Where my pictures?
I put you on my app, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
you've
I gotta
been
look that
good
up.
to me. You've been good to me.
Hey, we gotta do a thing, you know. We
What?
gotta do 2 shows on election day.
Yeah, I hear you say you want to do show for the results.
Yes,
Man, I
man.
plan on being drunk and fuck up and high.
Exactly,
I mean,
and you do the
I plan on
results
being
like
drunk.
that. Do the results like that.
You
Not
can't
doing a
be
show on
drunk.
results.
High and drunk?
Yes.
And when I say high, I mean on champagne. We get someone
we
to
gotta
cater
have a
that.
little get together, a little party.
But hold on, we
Watch
need
the
security
results.
here. I can't be trusted
just
up
to
here.
watch.
Yeah, watch and you comment as you're watching.
Live?
Yes.
Greg want us
By
to
you?
wake.
I don't know if it could be by me yet,
See, I
but we
don't,
got
I
something.
don't have cable, so
I ain't got cable neither. That's the thing.
Who have cable?
I don't have cable.
Who does?
I ain't
I
got
mean,
cable
I have,
neither.
I
You
have
are
cable.
sending
I
us
have cable.
online.
Watching, I don't know. I don't have any television
know.
service.
All I know, and Lord, I shouldn't be caping for these people, dead and mass, but I gotta hear Daryl.
Oh, you know.
Whoa.
Hey, that's one of my
Golden Isles.
that's one of my most watched videos
Look
ever. What
here.
I do with Daryl.
Daryl.
And I wasn't even going for that. I was trying to get
Okay.
to 0,
Wow,
and
look
I
here.
happened to start recording on the Cochina
Cochina
Hold on, that's your video?
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that's
With
Greg.
my
video.
mask walking in the background.
Cochina Mogulus.
You said
Look here.
Cochina Mogula.
Daryl's.
And I see why you gave me that.
Daryl eyed is be red. And I'm red eye, look at you. We're waiting for the results. Wait.
Listen, I feel that the commissioner, he got problems this lab.
Please, they done send. Oh, y'all didn't know what happened? Oh, that's
What?
a media secret.
What happened?
They done send. They have to re-gazette the register already because of the errors and some other things.
Say what?
Yeah, they send that out to the
So what
media.
does that mean when you got to re-gazette it? You got to break it
Well,
down.
basically, the first one is not real. You have to every government document has to be gazetted, so for it to be official.
Yeah.
And so they have to re-gazette the other gazetted register because there's some colonial bullshit. By the way, can I give a shout out? Do you know that Aaron does a show called the Ministry of Decolonization and they do the show in the dark?
Oh,
I didn't even know. I stumbled across it on Facebook.
who Aaron?
Facebook.
Which Aaron? 'Cause there's
Mark
many Aaron.
Zuckerberg is making so many Bahamians have a voice.
Which
Aaron
Aaron?
Green.
Really?
It's called the Ministry of Decolonization.
Really?
We got to get it, but no, you can't do the show in the dark. And,
Yeah.
Anyway, let me hush up. This Greg show. I miss you, These 2 weekends at Burger King.
I see you cheating on me.
I
Everything
sweetheart
cool.
on you. Look here.
You sweetheart
Look
on
here.
me. But
Look
I
here.
understand.
Look here what Drake say. I shouldn't have to fuck for free. I got a wig. Burger King called me and he
That's
was
why
like,
I understand.
look,
You
Greg,
understand?
who?
I understand.
Greg,
You
who?
know? Yeah, man. I cool.
Only for 3 months, though.
I cool, man.
I could be back. Only for
cool.
3 months.
Yeah.
They say they wanted a 90-day thing. They're trying to get some hype for the store.
Oh, okay.
I say, because, y'all calls me the sweetheart on Greg.
I
I
tell
don't
you,
cheat.
man.
I'm not good at cheating.
No.
I'm a faithful girl.
You said what?
Faithful girl.
Okay, if you say so.
I am faithful. You ever hear anything about me cheating?
Hey,
Oh.
listen. All the information there I ain't received yet, so.
But yeah.
Is this
You
a
know.
pre-show?
Yeah, there's a pre-show.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's do
Just the
Let's
extra.
do Gail and Travis. It's
You
the
see they ducked me
pre-show.
today?
Yeah, I see Travis when he answered the door. I said, "What you doing here?"
Is
Ain't
this
you
show in the back there?
No, Travis opened the door for me with this
Oh.
one on, and I said, "What you doing here? You should be on the show."
They ducked me, man.
So
Travis
you ain't
don't
working
get in
today?
politics. Yeah. Anyhow, let me start.
Okay, let me hush up.
All right, welcome back Under the Rug. And I have my co-host that I usually hijack.
I dug the last one.
Yes, you did the last one.
Yeah,
You come
Jay,
through
you
in
was
the
very
clutch.
trapsy.
Yeah, you come in clutch on that one because my original co-host, they abandoned me for that previous show. But I appreciate, I always appreciate your input. You like to play devil's advocate and you articulate yourself very well. And you get
Thank
your
you.
points across.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Yes.
Thank
You're
you.
very opinionated. Yes.
Thank you, Greg.
Yes. And of course, Chrissy, my favorite junglist with this big ring.
Oh,
Where you get this ring from?
This is my ring I get off of Flatbush Avenue. I was minding my business, right? The African man say, "Hello, Bahama." I had on a T-shirt.
Uh-huh.
You know you want a ring. Come and look at it. See my ring. I said, "Okay, Nigeria.
He proposed?
Please." This African man,
That's what finger you put it
African
on,
man,
or you see what finger that
he
on?
Put it on he put it on this finger.
Okay, so
African
that was-
man like fat woman. Because you know what I mean? You're prosperous if you could eat.
That's what that means.
Yeah, man.
No, that's what it means to drink. Yeah. That's real. That's a
Look at when I went to Africa, I was so popular.
Really?
Man, they were like, "Oh, bolo."
They like him fluffy.
Yeah, they do, because they
Okay.
know you could eat. If you could find the food in the village, that's who you will marry.
Okay, I learned
Yeah.
something new
So that's
today.
who this Nigerian man. Give me this on Flatbush. I
Okay.
ain't give him my email address though. You know there's Steve.
You
Anyway,
give him anything else?
no,
Oh,
please.
okay. Just, I gotta check. All right.
Greg has me so misunderstood.
But anyhow, we ain't talking about Africans today.
Well, Jay have this cat on his shirt. Why does
Yeah,
cat have a knife?
It's a killer pussy.
Okay then. You know
right,
what?
Okay. Well, that's what
That's what it is.
Oh, really? Oh, jeez. Yeah, it does have a knife. That's a... Yes.
I got it while I was in Canada.
I like that shirt. I like it, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
It's fly. Yes. Okay, so what we talking about today is... Yeah, you better bite.
Do you know what
There's
the
something
topic
we
is?
No.
There's
Greg
something
told
we
me-
always round about.
What?
And now we can dedicate a whole show. It come up in other shows briefly, but we can dedicate a whole show to it because this week is a big week in the Bahamas. As we like to call it. Where does this term come from anyhow? The bell ring. Where that come from?
That come from that jackass Brave Davis.
Really?
Well, actually,
Really?
it didn't. We
No.
always used to say the bell rang, but Brave on the election campaign of 2002 actually got a physical bell and started ringing it.
No, didn't you would say what? I have come to ring the bell.
Yeah, but that's a we always say that in our language. But Brave is the one who gave it that whole
Okay, because I was
ringing
wondering
of the
like
bell
where it
thing.
originated the whole bell ring. But anyhow, for
No,
those that don't
that
know,
was 97 when Hubert said that, right?
I think.
so.
Yeah,
those that
right
don't
before
know,
2 straight.
the proverbial ringing of the bell is when the election date is announced. Because of course here in the Bahamas we don't have a set date.
We need a fixed
It's
date.
at the whim of the
You know,
Prime
Lon,
Minister.
The ego.
Yes.
Pinling, Ingram, Christie, huge egos. Why we can't have a date?
But then you see that ain't really up to them to change. We have to change that.
Well, it has to
That
be
got to go to
constitutionally
referendum.
mandated.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
we just vote no for everything. So
Oh.
But, so the bell was rung earlier this week on Monday, I think it was, and we got the election day, which is May 10th,
Yes.
which was right around the same time as last election. What was it last
It's
year?
May
2nd.
Or something like that.
It was
Yeah,
May
so-
2nd.
It was May 7th.
Seventh,
Ask me
yeah.
how I know.
How you know?
Because a week later, May 14th, I got fired from ZNS.
Oh,
That's how come I remember.
but you would get fired?
Oh.
Just a sec. But yes, the bell
Views
rang,
and opinions.
and we have an election date. And you notice the time when everybody penis and nipple is get hard in the Bahamas.
Sorry. Excuse me. Did Greg just say that?
This is erection season.
Especially when the penis touched the nipple.
Yo, listen.
When it grazed it a little bit.
I can fall in my chair.
This is erection season. Because Bahamians, I don't think as much things Bahamians love more than election. Maybe rum.
Woman.
Maybe, and what on your shirt?
Gambling.
Yeah, so, yeah, a couple things. But look here, we love up an election. Everybody just gets super excited.
You
This
ain't
the most-
excited? I can't wait for the rally.
Not necessarily.
Not for this one.
Yeah?
I'm not.
You're not? Why?
And this is what we're talking about.
It's
We're gonna-
uninspiring. It's very uninspiring.
This is interesting. Okay, well, that's a good segue. So let me ask. See, because what the topic is what
Yeah,
we're
what's the
asking, is voting overrated?
You know you.
Yes.
You just trying to disenfranchise everybody.
No, I am not.
No,
I am not.
That's
That's
a good question.
That's a legitimate question.
Okay, is voting
Is
overrated?
voting overrated
In the Bahamas?
in the Bahamas?
Okay, we can let Jay go. Why you don't
Because
care?
he already said he uninspired.
Right.
So
Right,
let me hear-
I'm uninspired, but I don't think voting itself it's overrated. I just think this time around we have two very bad options, and we have another.
Three.
No. Hold on, wait. Let me explain.
Sorry.
We have two very bad options and a third option that doesn't quote unquote seem viable because we are in a Westminster system and we have this two parties on
Westminster.
system. Westminster.
Yeah, don't be like them said who say
You know what?
Westminster.
You know it's correcting him.
I don't care. It ain't gonna hurt me.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's overrated. I just think that unfortunately for us, our populace or our citizenry just don't use it effectively.
Well, that's true. Okay.
We sell it short.
Hold on. Now, see, this is what I gotta ask because I don't know. I don't understand what you say just now. You say we don't use what effectively our vote.
Our vote,
Right.
How so?
the
Explain
process.
that for me.
Okay, we either sell it. We don't educate ourselves on the policies. We don't like. I'm an independent voter, right? I could swing based on what I see is good for the country and where I see the country going in the next 5 years. So this election, one party already X, like no, right? Like
Damn, Greg.
like damn,
Jay,
no,
I call it-
not going to happen. Now for me, for the other two, I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter, but one person definitely can't get in. And for me, that's the only level of excitement for me
Hold on now,
is
when you
watching
say-
the defeat of that person.
When you say one person definitely can't get in.
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
Okay, so
Yeah.
one party is definitely out for me.
You being
right?
nebulous.
One party is definitely out. I'm not gonna throw rocks at. Okay,
We can figure it out. We listen to you, Jay.
Yes, I know you listen to me. So, okay, one party is out, and one person in the other standing party cannot win, and I have the power as a voter, as a constituent, to help not make that happen.
This is the
That's
question.
the only thing exciting to me about this entire process.
This is the question. How much power? How
One.
powerful is that?
Okay. For
Because
me,
this way you always lose me.
For me
just
personally,
opposing.
based on numbers,
Right.
there are three parties, right? We saw what happened last
No.
time. No.
How
there-
much party is Chrissy? You
Yeah,
got
only
the
three.
You got
Yeah,
the
only three.
BNCP.
Well, there are three major.
Okay,
but
that's-
there are a lot of splinters.
Yeah, you got plenty parties.
Okay, there
Like the rat
are
in the
there
sewer.
are three parties that a real percentage is going to be split between. So there are three parties that are going to get more than 10% in every constituency.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I know about 10. Because remember, overall, the Green Party got 13 overall. But they are an upsetter.
Yeah.
But my thing is this with the Green Party, though. And I know you, okay, can I just interject? Like, how you could be naming a cabinet and you ain't name all your candidates? What I missing?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that because
mean,
that mean,
what's wrong
because
with that?
because a cabinet doesn't necessarily have to outfit the entire. All you could actually run 30 people and have a 20 man cabinet.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to do
Matter of
that.
fact, this cabinet do.
And I actually like what they did. They said, you know what? Yeah, this is this is our shadow cabinet, and we can leave the attorney general out because we believe that's supposed to be someone from civil society. I agree with that.
Chrissy.
I have mixed emotions. No, I don't believe voting is overrated. But here's the thing: we Bahamians have so little to look forward to that every 5 years, like you say, our penises get hard, our nipples get erect, and this is what we live for. You have people who can be out on them fields, whether they RM, Clifford.
I didn't see them on the
yeah.
You
truck.
think they could try in the stadium?
The kid passed me that
In
day.
the stadium?
You think they could try in the stadium?
Well,
Think
I mean,
anybody
I
could
don't
try
think-
and fill that out?
I don't think you can get permission. Well, no, these said, never mind.
You don't think what?
But I don't.
What?
Come on, I don't think the National Stadium is a place where you ought to do that. Don't you think? I mean, don't we have some boundaries?
Listen, 15,000 seats and a whole field? Fill out. I want to
But
show
why?
y'all.
Why always brag about size?
I want to show y'all the gold. I want to show y'all the red.
Does size matter?
Size is everything.
I
Size
ain't gonna
is
lie. Size does
everything.
matter. And for women who tell y'all it don't, they lying to you to help you. No, I just think that we do. It's not.
That's a pretty picture too.
We attach a lot. We attach a lot to this whole process because again, every 5 years, that's the only time Bahamian people feel they have some power. We have a lot of people who feel very powerless in this country, and this is their one time to be like if I don't like the PLP, yeah, good you bitch. If I don't like the FM, yeah, good you bitch. And we've been doing that every 5 years,
Herein lies
flipping
the
and flopping.
problem.
flipping
Yeah,
and flopping.
and in the last, I would say last 15.
So I won't say it's overrated. I just think we have so much passion attached to it because we feel powerless. How come I can't share your video? How
Here's
come you
what-
ain't tag
what you
me?
mean?
How come I? What I?
What you mean? Anyhow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you think, Greg? Let's hear what you. What does the opposition opposing opposition party say, Greg? You're down with OOP. Greg, it's just
Here's why I think it is. I tell you, Chrissy, what you talking about? See the big tie.
okay. See the share. Oops, I sorry.
You-
Ooh, I
listen,
shame.
You like to not look for things and then blame people, you know.
Man, look here.
You need to get it together.
I like my son. Like when he looking for things, I just want a magnet on my hand to just show me.
Yeah.
Show me where it is.
You need to
I
get it
want love.
together. But here's my thing, and you know my position on this, right? My thing is, it is greatly overrated.
Why?
Now, see,
why
here's-
overrated?
Here's why I explain to you, and this is where people mix it up. I am not saying that it isn't important. Because something is overrated doesn't mean that it isn't important. That's like saying, let's say if we use a sports analogy, right? That's like saying a player on a team is overrated.
LeBron.
But they are a key component to that team.
So how could it be okay?
Overrated is when you oversell something. You make something grander
Than it actually is.
or more important than it actually is.
But it is
You
important.
it's important, but you can make it more
You're
important
overselling it.
than it is.
You're overselling it.
You oversell. Like if I have a product and I oversell this product when it's a piece of crap,
Okay.
or when it's just a good product,
Okay.
and I sell it as the best product,
That's
and
a
you're
lie.
like, then it's just okay.
Let me. I think I know
But
where
that's what
he's
people-
going.
that's what people
I think I
do.
know he's where
Yeah,
he's going.
explain to me, 'cause I ain't get it. I don't mean to be slow.
he feels that we have oversold voting and we have neglected the other things that are important as well.
And in a lot
As
of
equally
cases,
important.
more important.
Yeah.
Okay, like after the vote, we talk about that. Because a lot of
Exactly.
people just vote that one 5
And a lot of
years.
people put everything in the vote. Like I see these stupid banners around town that the FNM put up, right?
In the trees.
Vote and save your country. Really?
How is voting?
How is voting gonna save your
Save it
country?
from
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay.
Technically,
Yeah,
That's
explain.
the Rockwood Nation feels that the country is going off a cliff,
Well, the
right?
country is going off a cliff.
So if you vote for them, they probably could turn you around and point you to the other edge of another cliff.
Well, let me ask you
Who
something.
knows?
Who was the government prior to 2012?
Exactly.
Them.
However, can I just say something? And I know people say, "Oh, you're only saying that because you related to him and you like him." I still maintain that we have had 43 years of a certain kind of governance based on the fact that the last two prime ministers, their protege was the first prime minister. Okay?
Or they were proteges of the first prime
Yeah,
minister.
yeah. I didn't say that anyway. Sorry. But
we know what you mean.
I still
They
maintain
pulled in boys.
that the status quo and the same hoggishness among the certain families who own everything, I still maintain that with a change of character, we should see a change of that kind of hoggishness. I just think that.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
You know why I don't think so?
You know, I think, because my thing is, first of all, if Minister is successful, you know, most times rich people, they don't teeth as much.
Oh,
They don't teeth as much.
Hold on, wait.
We've had broke-ass
Wait.
prime ministers
Hold
who have
on,
tried
hold
to
on, hold
rape
on.
our country.
Where you get that from?
Life.
Where you get that from? Rich
Chrissy.
people oftentimes teeth the most.
But they don't have.
Okay. Here's the thing. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Menace is not Bill Gates and a philanthropist. Okay, he's not that
Bill
rich.
Gates is evil too.
Oh, no,
Look at
sir.
the vaccinations, killing people in
okay.
Africa.
Okay, let's not lose what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
is
let me hear that.
he's not so rich that he cannot be corrupted with big money contracts that are easy with a swipe of a pen. Okay, and I'm not saying that he
Yeah,
is
he's not Bill
corrupt.
Gates rich,
I'm
I
not saying
agree.
that he's a corrupt official. I mean, he does benefit from a contract from the hospital, and he did while he was in power. So that is enough said right there.
So top PLP doctor. I just think that I'm just tired of the same people. I just want the
But
wealth to be spread.
But I want to address something
Share.
you say, because you say you're thinking with the change from the ping era.
Right, we're
It
still
could
in
be
the
something
ping era.
different. Here's why I disagree, because more and more I realizing the power of culture and the power of tradition. And I think the culture has already been cultivated within all of these parties. So this is why I use the analogy of the shark teeth. Like whenever someone talking about we need to just kill them or get rid of them, when this one move, just like shark teeth, a next one go roll right in the way. You understand? The shark can't survive without his teeth, right? So when they lose one, they always have more to rotate right in place and take the place of that other tooth, right? And this is how I feel these parties function now. So you can move the personalities, but I think the way they've already set up and structured themselves is you're going to have somebody. It may not be exactly the same, but the whole vein or the culture is going to remain, because they've usually come up through the ranks, so they've already taught them how this thing goes.
Well, we always voting for the lesser of the three evils or two evils.
They already teach them how this thing goes, so they can come and form and stay right within that same system and do the same
Well, the
things.
system need to tear down, because
So-
look all
I
this
agree.
money we get, and look at the country look like shit.
I agree.
My concern
all of
with
these bitches.
my concern with Menace, and how you say
you
it's
gotta vote,
probably a
change the
difference in
time.
character. I don't see any big differences with him. I see a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Wow.
I see somebody that demands a certain level of honesty from the government and do the right thing from the government when the scandal is on them. But in the face of the Loretta situation, being LOI, removing him from opposition, and all those situations, an honorable leader would have stepped down for the good of
think
what.
so?
Yes,
You must step down because
if
of one
everything
greedy
that
bitch?
happened, hold on, stop that. if everything that happened to Dr. Menace had happened to Perry Christie,
It has.
hold on. He would have been on every media platform demanding a resignation. He himself demanding the resignation of the LOI guy,
Ran with.
right? Then adopted him, didn't reveal exactly what happened
That
to
was
the
a
people,
punk-ass move.
and then when asked directly about it, I am satisfied with his answer.
Right.
What was his answer?
Right, but that's
Please
because we don't
tell
share.
us.
We don't share information
No,
in
it's
this
good.
country.
It's good. I know it. Y'all don't need to know.
We don't share
And you
information.
want to make that person the PM? I'm sorry. It's a red flag.
I'm
to
just
me.
tired of the status quo in this
That is
country.
the status quo.
Exactly.
No,
He is the epitome of the status quo.
You think so?
And he's a new face, and it's sad.
And here's why, and this is what I often say, this is what I believe to my core. The problem with politics, not only in this country, but on this side of the world, is we've injected competition into politics.
No, it always was competition in politics.
But even more so now. And you hear them using like these analogies, oh, he can get a cut hip. Like they speak of it as though they can play ball on the court. Like they speak like this is a game, right? And it is a game to them. And so they strategize so that they can win the game. And winning the game isn't doing what's right for the people.
No, a lot
winning
of
the game
times-
is getting elected.
And people get shocked, and that's just it. If more of our politicians looked at fixing the country as opposed to looking at getting elected again, we'd have a better country.
But that's the problem. It ain't about that no more.
Ain't
It's
about- ain't-
competition.
ain't about
It's all
performance.
Some people, I think it is. There are
Like who?
some on both sides.
Like who?
There
Yeah,
are some
okay.
good people that have great ideas
Right,
and have
on
good
both-
hearts
on
all
both sides.
sides. On all
Some
sides.
examples. I'd love to hear this.
Like I like this candidate. I
No,
like
you
this
go ahead.
particular candidate in Exoma, right?
Yeah.
Chester Cooper. I
I
think
was
he'll
gonna-
do.
I was gonna talk about him too.
I think he'll do great for Exomians. I think
Which party in?
he's
PLP.
Exoma. He's a PLP, right?
I agree.
No,
His
and
party is
I,
what's fucking him up.
no. I think he's going to do well. And even if the PLP wins or loses, I think it's a great spot for them to build from.
Yeah, that's the same person I was
Right?
going to say.
I think-
'Cause I was
I
just
think-
talking
I
to
think
his
that's
wife, and I believe he's a decent person,
I
Hey,
think
listen, when I speak, to
and he
these
cares
people-
about Exuma.
when I speak to these people, right?
Look at Exuma, and Exuma is one of the better family islands.
Well, when I speak to these people, I don't speak about them personally because I know none of
Oh,
them.
well,
I think as a business person, he will help his constituency, and I think he's a good person
I'm
to
pretty
put
sure.
in there.
I'm pretty sure a great number of them, like in their personal, regular lives,
Oh,
are good, cool people.
No, they're not.
You could be around. Hey,
No.
Like-
I'm sure they have aspects of their family love them, their friends love them.
Oh,
They
your
got
family
people-
gotta love you.
You don't. No, they
No, you don't.
No, your
No.
family has to love you. They don't have to like you.
No.
Like me, I love all my family. I don't like a lot of them.
Yeah,
You have to love your family.
Love,
you don't have
no, you don't have to.
You don't.
Yes, you do.
Let's not get into the hard love
No, but that was the same person I was going to say, Chester
Yeah.
Cooper.
So that's a PLP, right? That's a good PLP that I think of. A good F for them. A new one. I like.
To me, there's no such thing.
I like Denicio.
Oh.
I like Denicio.
There's
I
no such
like.
thing as any good party member.
I like.
Because you follow in the party
should-
line.
Subscribe to the nonsense
I like
when you
Jeff.
join the party.
Jeff Lloyd.
Yeah, and I was going to say for the F&M, I think Jeffrey Lloyd would give a lot to a nationhood.
Yes, I think Denicio as a business person, I
Right.
think he brings a lot to the table.
And the DNA
listen,
was
but
the
you
boy
listen-
Buscemi and Brister. I think that he, is again people who
Well
use-
intentioned.
Yeah, they have good intentions. But again, when you get that glamour from the treasury and you start seeing the
But
deals,
you know what they said though?
yeah,
The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, but the thing is, we all know that we are very party-centric in this country, and that's the system that we have. And so, while to get back to your first question, I won't think that, I can't say that voting is overrated, because one of the things that irritates me whenever we do this conversation about voting, we have to look at voting as a series of steps. It's not just one thing you do. You don't just juke your finger in the paper link, mark your X, and then go home. You got to take your ass out in the community and do something. See, many Bamans just sit on their ass for 5 years.
But this is why I asked this question, because I feel like what you mentioned after that is more important than actually
Yes,
voting.
I agree.
Because that's actually taking some action.
I agree.
See, when you vote, all you are doing, because your vote is one in, how much people do yourself vote? Around 100?
We have 170.
Oh,
Your
170
vote is
now.
1 in 180,000. You probably have a better chance of hitting the tree ball.
You know,
Right?
Greg's so stinking frowsy.
You probably got a better chance of hitting the tree ball.
Not
That's
hitting
why
the tree
that's
ball.
why them houses making so much money.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you basically saying, I want to put my ex to this person so that they could go to the house and represent me. You putting all your faith in this
But
person.
you can't look at it that, Greg. You got to look at,
That's
for
what you're
example,
doing.
in Elizabeth, we are one of 4,000. That's how we got to look at it. You got to look at it. That's my thing with a lot of Bahamians. For example, and Jay is in the media like me. When shit happened in people's constituency, they just call us in the media. And I just be like, well, what did you do? Like when the gazebo breakdown in Fox Hill, Fred Mitchell constituency, they just calling me. I'm
But
like, what
listen,
the fuck you calling me for?
Speaking of that, right?
Lord,
you passed
excuse me.
Fox Hill lately.
Oh, yeah, man.
These people gotta stop,
Oh,
Chrissy.
yeah. They
I
excited.
see, man. You see the center finish, the wall
yeah.
going up, the
Of
pool
course.
open. I see the
What
park.
pool?
Even the big
What
ass
pool?
pothole by the fruit vendor, that pave.
You see the park?
Yes.
How they trimming the trees,
That's
paving
election.
a
That always
walkway.
happens. That's
I
election
say,
time.
Wow.
Contracts that go.
Wow.
Greg.
And I mean, it's no shame.
Yeah, I just passed that
right
yesterday.
before election. Every
Yeah.
time.
They do that every time. Did you
Every
see Coral Harbor?
time.
Coral Harbor have sidewalk. Who the fuck does walk down Coral Harbor?
A lot of people has walked their
Jay,
dogs in
shut your
Coral
ass.
Harbor.
Shut your ass,
Okay?
Jay,
Okay?
shut up.
You know what? I will prove it to you. I will take a picture walking down Coral Harbor.
Fire
on the
trail, that
fresh-
sidewalk.
Why?
I don't never see
Who
nobody
walking on
walking
fire
that.
trail?
Nah, I know but that. Because
But
people don't come outside
I
like
passed
that.
Fox and I was like,
I don't think it's
what's going on
overrated.
here?
I just think Bahamians need
It's
to-
overrated.
For example, I used to be very much a part of the constituency that I used to live in at one time. Okay, I mean, like going to the meetings, helping out with the camp, that kind of thing. But you can count the people who come to these monthly events to get the community going.
These,
That's
so
what
you know
annoys
why?
me, the same
And this is why I say it's
10
overrated.
people.
Because you know why? Because and I can say, yeah, y'all have sold.
Look,
Y'all have sold
y'all?
the vote more than y'all sold these other things.
no, I don't think
Y'all-
so, Greg.
Yes, y'all.
No.
Have you listened to the radio? Everything is go register, vote.
Well,
This
that's
your
now.
only voice.
Well,
This
all
your
of
one
it, that's
voice.
now.
That's now.
No,
But
this is always
we always
been the
tell
case.
people
No,
in
I
our
was-
communities.
I was raised
No,
with this
okay,
same.
okay.
Chrissy, were you not raised? You
No,
was raised
no,
with that.
No, Greg.
You better exercise.
No,
you heard
Greg.
you say your franchise.
That's
you
No,
right.
Greg.
You was attached
Greg,
to this.
I'm going
He
to
said
tell
it's
you stick
just
a pen.
happened.
Especially as a black person.
Did this just happen?
No,
Is this recent?
guess what? I have always known that you have to vote and you also have to do your part in the community. See,
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
y'all
people-
don't.
So
y'all
when-
don't
so-
sell the other part.
No, we do.
Yeah.
We do. Because, no.
Yeah, man, people do.
Especially on that crazy show that
Nigga,
I on in the
please.
morning.
No, people
every
do.
march,
Nigga, please.
every protest,
Yeah,
we
man.
have had the organizers on. We have RJ say, you know what, go and participate. Every march I've been to, right? When it was time to go and went crazy, Mr. QC went abroad to the State Department and all those stuff to go against the government and the immigration policies that they were trying to propose. I was there.
Okay.
You understand? We stress the importance of these things.
No, I think
but what I'm
do.
saying is-
Most people do.
They do.
Again, this is
No,
a
you can't
conversation.
do that.
See, no, but you're switching it.
This is a
I ain't-
5-year conversation.
No, but I
right?
ain't saying that you don't, you know. See, now, catch me. Pay attention now. Pay attention.
I
Now,
watch in
you
your
all
hands.
y'all
I watch in your
y'all
hands.
pay attention to certain
At
details.
least J-Dub gets some media ads. I ain't getting a shit. So I stopped caping for all you bitches.
Y'all just pay attention to certain things. I ain't saying that y'all don't do nothing, you know. What I'm saying is y'all sell the vote, the actual vote, more than
I can't.
these other things.
I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say
Greg,
that.
how many times we
Anyhow,
talk
let me-
about
wait a minute.
growing in your community?
Listen, 8045219, right?
I can't say that.
Y'all call us. Let me know if I tripping, but because I used to
Awesome.
listen to talk radio all day.
Talk
right?
radio?
I used to listen to talk radio all day. I listen to y'all show from time to time. Now, like I say, y'all have on them guests. I ain't disputing what you said earlier. Yes,
Greg,
y'all do
you've
do
been
those
on my
things.
show.
But that's what I'm saying. But
Teacher say run, Jay.
what I'm saying is,
Sorry. Excuse me.
from what I hear, it's all vote, register,
Now it's
register.
Now,
Well,
because
now.
that's what
this
season
is-
we're in.
This has always been like this. I don't hear these other things being sold as
Greg.
much and as highly as the actual vote.
We
They
talk
say
about
this is
constituency
your one.
meetings.
Why they say this is your one and only voice?
Well, it's not your only voice.
This is what they say though.
But it is your primary. If
This
you
is
are
your
not
voice, let it be
voting,
This
heard.
is what it's. But this
You
is
have
what
to
it said.
help pick the person. Don't you want to help pick the person who will represent you?
Well, if
You
the
want to
person-
say it, right?
But if one of the people that's available, I want, sure. But if I ain't into none of these niggas, then no.
But Greg, that's what democracy is. Democracy is these are your
Democracy-
choices.
And democracy is also elected to not take any of those
I'm
choices.
seeing
Well,
it.
to
I'm
a
seeing
degree.
it. Yeah,
But this is the choice that we have. These
That
are
don't
the
mean I have to take
choices.
it. Nigga, if you can put in front of me Diet Coke and Coke Zero and Pepsi and I don't drink soda, I ain't
Coke's
gonna take
sponsoring
that.
anyway.
Just because I don't mean I have to take
you
it.
will abstain, and the fact that they could vote yes, no, be opted or abstain. I mean, those are choices.
Yeah, but then I don't like when they bash people who exercise their right to
Yeah, you
not
know,
vote
we
for
bash
them.
black people because when you look at what we black people went through to
Why
get
it
this
gotta
vote,
be- why it gotta be
because
race?
we have been. It is about race.
Why?
Okay.
We have been systemically discriminated against in the world, and so when you as a black person say that you ain't gonna get to that poll and vote, it's like them dumb-ass black people in America. That's why
Who?
Trump is in
Why they
power.
dumb?
Okay.
Because they should have taken part and exercised their franchise.
And that's
talk
why they have
nonsense,
Trump
eh?
now. But
You can talk for that.
here's my
So-
problem with the
so,
non-vote.
You know, me and him is rubber against
I know,
all the time.
I know.
Because it don't make sense.
Correct.
I don't use logic.
Correct. Here's my problem with the
Go ahead.
non-vote or the spoiled vote. All right.
go
Yeah, what is that shit?
The
That
spoiled.
is democracy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's
If you-
autocracy.
If you could write
That's your
J
opinion.
on 10,000 ballots and vote, and I could possibly get in, do that. But there's no reward for doing it. It's pointless.
You letting the candidate
Right?
win who you don't
See,
want
that's
to
y'all
win.
being niggas.
Right?
Damn.
And then
y'all being niggas.
And for the non-voters, here's my thing, and they'll spoil about it. Here's it. If we were living in a utopia and everything was great with the economy, and the PLP was a good party that had good intentions, and the FNM was a party that
Greg's
had
so
good
wrong.
intentions, and the DNA
So Greg
was a
laugh
good,
out loud.
yeah, and the
Like-
DNA was a party with great intentions, and it didn't
you
matter
a filter.
who won because we were in such a great state that there was nothing that anybody could do to fuck
Hold
it
on, you
up.
gotta go up.
I could say, you know what? Don't worry about it. Sit down. You don't gotta vote for it. Whoever win.
Hold on
we
one
good.
second, caller. Let me plug you into the board.
You know what I mean?
Put on your
I
headphones.
just-
But it's not
things
that.
to
So
work.
everything is we're in a critical stage. So if you don't vote, don't be mad. If something
Then you get the
happens,
candidate who
and
you
you're
like.
hold on. Why did this happen?
I got address that. Caller from Abaco.
Oh, call him
Welcome
from
under the
Abaco.
rug. Yeah, put on your headphones so y'all can hear him.
I wish I was an Abaco.
Hello, Abaco.
Hello.
Hello, this is Nassau.
Oh, Nassau. Okay, why you say Abaco one? This is
I
Abaco number.
ain't joined the conversation, right?
Yes, sir.
And I ain't y'all say the guy in the right hand side is saying spoiling your vote is not a part of democracy. But I live in Bamutan. I'm an FNM, but I cannot support Renman Wells.
Amen.
Okay.
I understand that fully.
I understand why.
Yeah, but I am going by, you know what? Let's get the corrupt PLP out. So how in the world could I get a former corrupt PLC?
Exactly.
That's
Why
the
vote
dilemma.
for an FNM who's corrupt?
Right.
Now you give them just because I won the PLB out?
Right.
Okay,
But I really vote
so you
for
know,
corrupt PLB.
Exactly.
do you have an independent
Yeah.
and
He got a
other
good dilemma.
party?
It is.
So I don't get it.
Of course, he's the leader of the DNA.
You all said it earlier. You know what?
Vote for
In
Brian.
Bamutan, it's just so difficult to form an FNM, so I don't know what to do.
I agree. And
Vote for Brian then.
so let me
Why you
ask,
gonna vote for Brian?
so let me ask you, caller. So do you feel as though voting is overrated?
I feel it is.
Wow.
It quite is.
Yeah.
And like you say, everybody just selling the vote.
Exactly, and not the other aspects of being a good citizen. They don't
No.
sell advocacy. They
No, they don't do that.
You don't think that people
Just vote.
don't sell advocacy, don't sell being an asset in your community? You don't think?
Yeah, but I'm an activist in my community, especially in Bamutan.
Okay.
But Ms. Chrissy Love, I can't even support Brian.
Okay.
Okay.
I
You
can't support
SOL?
Brian because Brian, look, he him and Rilla, look at they had stuck at each other ass.
Picturing that.
So I lost in Bamutan, but I want to vote. I want to get that
Right.
democracy. I want to be able to vote.
Right.
I'm not going to spoil my ballot, but there isn't anyone to vote for.
Yeah,
listen,
and a lot
I
of
agree with
constituencies
you.
have that problem. And you know you can't vote for shitty ass Greg.
You know?
But I feel your
But
dilemma.
Greg grow me up, though.
Greg, where you at?
And Freedom Prom.
I used to like Greg until he started threatening people, man. You can't be threatening people.
Well, thanks a lot. Had a nice show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah,
for calling.
Bamboo Town is one of those places where it's a dilemma. See, Greg, we're lucky in that we have lots of options in Elizabeth. And, you know, we have an independent, a friend of ours who happens to be running. But a lot of constituencies find themselves the same
Right,
in that
and,
same
and
predicament.
this is why I say, like, it's
But I don't think it's overrated.
here's why, right? And well, I don't know if you all get it yet, but I explain why. I ain't saying it ain't important. What I'm saying is that it is sold.
It's oversold.
It gets, okay, you know, you got that good packaging, and you know when you got a store, you got the best shelf, like this in the front of the store, this in that prime location. I think that's where we just put voting, and all the other things, they may be to the bottom of the shelf, down to the back, through the next aisle. You got to go look for them things. But voting is get the prime
Okay,
real
because,
estate
Greg,
in the store, so we sell that, we trying to sell that, and I think that's where we went wrong, because nowadays, and this is why you see the low voter turnout, right? People ain't buying that.
Well, it's back up now.
Because
We
you're
usually at
trying to
190.
force this down.
No, but
their
here's the
throat,
thing, Greg.
And they ain't buying it.
You want a small amount of people to determine the outcome of your next 5 years of your life. If
It
we
still
all
will.
go vote,
Where do you, Chrissy?
but the odds are better in our
Listen.
favor.
Newsflash. That's going to happen
Did he
anyway.
just give me the nod?
Yes, he did.
Greg is getting very snarky on these shows. You know, Greg is just showing all his.
Chrissy, that is going to happen regardless.
But Greg, I rather, like in our constituency, 5,000 I think is the total. I rather the 5,000 people decide than 2,000.
And you know what, Greg? Here's the thing. I know you're agitating for advocacy and being a better citizen and being involved in your community.
Yeah, but everybody
if
is.
if you don't vote, right? You're doing the same
Watch that hand
thing.
symbol. Watch that hand symbol.
Oh my bad.
Watch that
If you don't
hand
vote,
symbol.
you're doing the same thing. You're well, and that's
When you say doing the same thing, what you mean?
okay. Voting is important. Advocacy is important. Being a proper citizen in your community is important. All three of those helps the wheel and the wagon to go down the street, right? When you take off one wheel, you have a problem. So either one of them you take off, you have a problem. And I understand what you're saying. We oversell
Right,
the
but
vote,
this is the system
and we
we
ignore
have.
the other things. But voting is important, and it's important now. And when the vote is over, on May 11th, we need to get back into our communities and
No,
pay
no, no.
attention.
We need a day to catch us there. Some people could be
my bad,
shitting
my
blood
bad,
everywhere.
My bad, yes.
And others could be rejoicing, rumming.
So,
This is why, well, see, and you know what? You know I love me some George Carlin, right?
Yes, you do.
I love George Carlin.
Greg, you can't be that cynical. You're so young to be so cynical.
Listen, being this cynical and this honest and this real, this is the happiest I've ever been in my entire
Yeah,
life.
that's true. You are happier.
Listen to me. You'll be happy.
Greg.
When you be real with yourself and you be honest. See, I can't put myself in a bubble. In
No,
this
it's
whole
not the bubble, but Greg, these are the options that we have. There's a famous quote that says, democracy
But that's the problem.
is a shitty form of government, but it's the best that we have.
But that's the problem. We ain't addressing that. The options are the problem.
Yeah.
That's what George Carlin say.
Yeah. And
They say,
with how they're picked, we all know that we don't
me
really
see if I
have
can
true
find- let me find
democracy
this
even in
thing
these
for you.
parties. because you have a council of a couple people who select these candidates who's going to decide who's going to run.
Yes.
If we're
Just
truly
vote the
democratic.
So you really don't get to pick.
Not just vote. Who said that? Not just vote the PLP.
Because even
Let me let
especially,
Greg read the comments. Let me hush up.
even especially with this election, Chrissy, look how much it is. Candidates literally last week and week before just get thrown into these constituencies. So you think that's
And that's some
democracy?
bullshit. I got to be in my constituency for 3 months in order to vote, but you could bring your happy ass there a week
Exactly.
before.
Exactly.
And you're supposed to tell me what I need.
Exactly.
Well, the system has its problems, but that's what I say. Instead of us whinging and carping and opting out, why don't we focus on fixing the system? Okay? Have it such that community people decide who's going to pick there. And, but the parties do it to a degree. Like, you have the branches that decide who's going to
But
be
you
the
have to be a
candidate.
card-carrying
Like, remember
member.
what happened in the PLP thing in Freeport between Ginger Moxley and Julian, whatever the fuck he name.
There's
Yeah.
one thing you might have noticed.
Let me
Yeah,
let
look
me
at Greg.
let me
Greg,
let me
like-
let me play
Greg,
this
you're
George
too
Carlin.
young to
You
be
know
so
George-
cynical.
You know George Carlin?
No, I
You don't know
don't.
George? How could you not know George Carlin?
He young.
Okay, stop.
He
Here's
young.
the thing.
Oh my
Look,
God.
I
ask
don't
him,
know
how could-
George
ask him,
Carlin.
how could he think about not voting?
Anyhow.
Don't complain about
Yeah.
politicians.
This an old white man with a bed?
Not the old white man.
Everybody says
That's
they
God.
suck.
It's like, no.
Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches,
Change that to
American businesses,
Bahamian.
and
Yes.
American universities.
Just replace
and
the
they're
word.
elected by American citizens.
American with Bahamian.
This is the best we can do, folks.
That's
This is
depressing.
what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here.
So,
Like
so
the public.
okay. So you're saying that we have to
Rest
wait
in
for
peace,
an entire
George.
generation in order.
No, what
Now,
is
people are always going to be selfish and fucked up. That's human nature.
what he's saying is what I say all the time, right? The issue is not necessarily the politicians because they come from us. They are a direct representation of our society. We are a corrupt society. We are a selfish society. You understand? We are a divisive society. We are all of these things.
Why do you sound
And
like
so-
an academic? You are
No,
a selfish society.
But it is. We are. If you look around,
Greg is getting a little too cynical, though.
You know what I read? You know what I realized, Chrissy?
What's that?
You could tell how a nation is by the way they drive.
Well, okay. I never, explain that.
Really?
Look at the way we drive.
Oh,
Is it
Jesus. So
George
what-
Carlin? That's the name of the person that was.
Yes.
You need to read up on George Carlin.
Look at the
Someone was
way
asking.
look at the way we drive in this country.
He's a comedian. Look him up. He's
Very
good.
selfish.
Yeah, we are selfish.
Aggressive. Break the rules.
But that's because of other things, Greg. We have a history, again, of circumventing the rules. You know how many Bamers get their license through the back door because of who they know? We circumvent the rules.
so why are we surprised when the politicians do it?
Because, Greg, when we
Come on,
elect you, it's like, okay, like me. On this show, I could stick up my middle finger all I want. When the prime minister does it, it's
But
at
that's-
another level.
no,
You are
that's-
held to a different standard.
And therein lies the problem. Me, personally, I don't hold people to different standards.
No, but the office deserves some reverence and respect.
Yes, it does. It
Yes.
does, and I agree with her with that.
Okay, which what? The chair?
No, the actual...
Or the desk? What, the computer?
Why, Greg, you cynical, boy?
The
no,
paint?
The actual
What about
office.
the office?
Like, for example, can't stand the Queen, but I got to respect the head of state.
What? Why?
Because the office.
Okay, let me ask
y'all
you.
know I can't stand the Governor General.
Let me ask you.
But I have to respect her
What
as
is-
the head of state for
No,
the
sir.
Bahamas.
What is-
the Prime Minister? You have to respect the office.
No, you don't have to.
Yes, Greg?
No, I don't respect inanimate objects. What is an office without a person?
You know what it's like? Okay, you in the church. Well, you grew up. It's like
in what?
Well, you used to be in the church. You come from a churchy family. Stop playing off. It's like, you know what it's like? Okay, it's like when you see a friend from high school who was the baddest boy in school, was the awfulest child in the school, in the neighborhood, terrorizing the community. You come back home 10 years later, and he giving you communion in church. You'd be like, well, mother F. Okay? But now he's father, mother F. So there's a bit of reverence and respect for the position.
I don't respect positions.
Okay.
I don't. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I don't respect positions.
Wow.
Well, maybe the other kind of positions.
69?
Yeah, them
Yeah?
other things.
Reverse cowgirl?
Yeah, maybe them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to titles, I don't.
You like foolishness, Greg.
when it comes to titles, I don't respect titles.
Because Jay got excited when I said reverse cowgirl.
Yeah, you see that?
He's a newlywed. You know they still juicing.
You know that?
Yeah, man.
And you see, anyhow, I can lead that one.
It's new bride.
I going to say something, I can lead that. You see, he done over here blushing.
I know. You see his face?
You know, if you can see a black man, bro. And Jay is one of the darkest fellas you can find in now.
Jay's
So,
okay.
so, but yeah, shoot, Chrissy, you cost me lose my damn
Yeah,
train of
'cause
thought.
we talked
That's good. That's good.
We talking about respect in the office.
Yes, okay.
Say that's good. You said, what kind of show this is?
I respect people. Right? Office titles. A title is merely to say what position you hold in a certain, I guess, company, environment, or wherever, and that's a job description. This is what you are responsible for. That's all a title is.
Okay.
Okay.
It tells you what you are responsible for.
Right.
That's it.
Do you think that every title should have a code of conduct? Do you feel that a pilot should fly inebriated?
I think.
You see Flight with Denzel.
Okay,
I think people should have codes of conduct. Period. Right?
People in general.
People should
Just
have
human
codes.
beings should
Yes.
have codes of conduct.
Yes. And this is why I say I don't hold people to higher standards. Like, I don't expect more from the Prime Minister than I expect from myself.
Really?
I do not. And if more of us did that, I could guarantee you we'd have a better society, because you know what that allows? That allows hypocrisy and double standards, right? Because you could say, well, I could do this, but he can't do this. He got this position. I could do all these things, but he can't do it. So what that allow for you to do is pass the buck and point the finger.
Everybody has a costume, Greg, and a set of rules they ought to live by.
Right.
Okay. Perry G. Christie, as private citizen, can do whatever the hell he want. We don't care. Okay. Okay. Like now, let's go to Barack, because Perry don't like when you talk about him. He's tri-racial and shit. Okay. Look at Barack. Barack in Hawaii with his shirt off and then pum shorts.
But that's
on
a
the
private
beach.
citizen.
Right. But when he was Barack Obama, number 44, he couldn't pum and be naked.
You don't think he was pum-pumming and being naked?
Well,
during
not
that?
in front of the cameras.
Yeah, man.
Okay, there's one picture in Hawaii, but still. I just that there's a certain level of behavior. It's like when you become a parent, okay? There's certain levels of behavior that are acceptable, and there's certain levels of behavior that, for example,
Because
if you're a
you're
parent and
a
you
living
smoke weed,
example.
right? You ain't gonna smoke weed in front of your children. You can wait till they go to bed and sneak off.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be smoking weed then.
But then I'm just saying, if you do, these are examples, analogies.
No, I get it. I
There's
understand.
a certain standard.
I understand what you're saying, but
Please.
I'm just not
We
one
can
to...
smoke weed. Sorry, they're gonna smoke weed.
Who's they? Who they?
The nebulous they.
Who?
Somebody tell me. Somebody said I'm gonna stop having this weed conversation.
Why?
Why?
Okay, I need somebody.
And it could be decriminalized under the DNA. Have the conversation.
I agree. And Brian can make that's the day 500 narco millionaires. Oh, son, I opened up my dispensary. It's gonna be called Puff Puff Pass.
No, man, you got to come with a different name. Than that.
Could be
You don't like
original,
Puff Puff-
man.
Okay, you don't like Puff Puff Pass? Okay, my
No.
other name is the Hempily Ever After. Yeah,
Hempily
I have these
Ever.
names.
I like that.
Hempily ever.
Although we all know that the minister brother done apply for the license and he can get it more than likely.
Oh, jeez.
Anyway,
Say
Lord,
what
me
now?
stop being trapsy. Under the rug.
But yeah, that's how I feel. Let me play another part from that same and it goes into voting. You know, Colin going.
When
voting
George
now.
died, I cried.
could you
sad.
believe
This
this?
is the old white man with the beard.
Yeah, see, that's George.
Why,
Colin.
Greg? Why are you
Okay,
describing
there you
him
go.
like
But
God?
you know what happened, right, Chrissy? When I find out about Colin, right? I was watching and I was just a fan. I didn't find out this boy was dead until years later. I thought he was still alive.
Oh no. Well, I mean, he just died. But 2 years ago?
But you know what that showed me? That showed
timeless
me
message.
how you could live forever.
Yeah. That's true.
That showed me
That's
how you
true.
could live forever.
The message is timeless.
Yes. Let's continue to hear what he says, because he goes into voting, and you know, it goes to what you all like to say. Oh, you can't complain. I hate
Technical producer,
Ooh.
please cue the number again for calls.
I hate to hear that.
Yeah,
That
and
you
Greg
can't
fusses me
complain.
out about
'Cause
that.
it sounds like people want vote to complain. Well, if you want vote to complain, then you can keep that.
No, you don't
keep that
vote
right.
to complain.
People say that all the time. I seen I can pull it up soon. I can read some
You
comments.
know what it's
later.
like? How you gonna help make the bread, but you want to have a slice?
Well, listen.
Bitch, help.
Let's hear how Colin describes
Okay,
it.
let's listen to George. George, is that you?
Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them.
Look at you.
So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them.
Is this a white Rodney Monka?
2 reasons.
No, sir.
Two
Don't you
reasons.
ever
Insult your
Hold on.
Rodney Hooker?
Pull up selector.
No,
Listen to me, Jay.
I mean, sorry.
Jay, don't you ever in your entire lifetime insult the great George Carlin by comparing him to Rodney Monka, please. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's not do that again.
I want to say I'm
George
sorry.
Carlin was a faker.
Please let's not do that.
I know. I understand
Rodney
there's
is
a
a-
certain level of thought.
Now we can get into how you all like to flip the script on people when you all try to guilt them into voting.
It's
right?
not
You can-
guilting, Greg.
You can see.
It's encouraging people
He
to
can
vote.
break it down. No, sir. What I say is don't be no encouragement.
This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like
you
to
flip
twist
that?
that around.
Yeah.
I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that?
No logic.
If you vote
Where's logic?
and you elect dishonest, incompetent people and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I,
On the other hand,
on the other hand,
You innocent.
Okay.
who did not vote,
Everyone is incorrect.
who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So,
Okay, let me ask this question. I don't know if
is that not
anybody.
logical, Chrissy?
Do you guys do
It's
this?
logical but flawed.
Okay,
The
what are the
logic
flaws?
is flawed.
Tell me.
No, I want Greg make his. I mean, not
I wanna
Greg.
ask
Why
a
you calling
question.
me
Why you
Greg?
keep calling him?
Jay.
I want to
Listen.
ask this question, and I don't know the answer to this.
Okay.
So if everybody or the majority of the registered voters decided to stay home, say
You know what you're doing?
80%
You know what you're
That
decide
means
to stay
10
home.
people will decide who the government is.
So it does.
That's
we don't
frightening.
have a quota.
No, but you know what y'all doing, right? You're creating a
It's like the referendum.
You're-
Whoever come out, come
You're
out.
creating a scenario that's never going to happen. That's like when people, the homophobes, say, well, if everybody was gay, mankind wouldn't continue. You are right, you idiot, but that's not going to happen. It's not going to be where
Greg,
everybody is gay.
here's
It's
where
not
it's
going to
flawed.
be where everybody is going to stay home.
You're a part of
It's not gonna
society.
I'm
happen.
just asking if there's a quota that
No,
we have to
whoever
meet in
comes
order-
out, comes out.
No,
I don't.
whoever
I don't-
shows up,
yeah.
that's what it is.
And Bahamians tend to have very high voter turnout anyway, historically. I don't know about this election because even though the
This is
register
low.
went up, it is kind of low.
It's
'Cause
lower
we're
than
usually
last
at
election.
almost 190-something, 200,000.
And you know we should have more than last time
Right,
because
'cause
the
y'all been
population
juicing
would have
plenty.
grown more. You would have more eligible voters.
Greg, by absenting yourself from deciding who is going to be
Yeah,
the government.
let me hear this. Go ahead.
Okay, that doesn't give you a feather in your cap to
You
say,
don't-
"Oh, I didn't vote.
You don't
I didn't put
decide
these
who the government
assholes in."
is?
We do to a degree.
You don't decide who
We
the
do
government
to a
is.
degree, even though we have that electoral
They-
college kind of shit happening there too.
No, they tell you
These are the candidates.
this who y'all can vote for.
Right.
We pick these niggas.
Right.
Y'all can either pick this one or this one.
Right.
And
Or this
then,
one.
Or
And then whoever gets the most seats decide who they want to put
but
in
there's still,
cabinet.
but we still have an out. You still have the democracy may be shitty, but it still has an out. You have
Like
the
what?
independent candidate.
Right.
Okay, you're right. The PLP has their national general council. The FNM has their whatever, what it is, meritorious, whatever the fuck, whatever the hell. Who picks these people, and who don't have a lot of times they have no nexus or no connection to the communities they seek to run in.
Right.
It's just that's who the party leader picked.
Right.
Okay, you talked about Dionysio. Remember there was a time when Dionysio was saying he wasn't going to run unless he got a certain seat. You can't do
Oh, really?
that. Yes.
Okay.
That's the ego talking and the money.
Of course.
Okay.
And you all think these people can
by
do the right thing?
absenting yourself, though. But Greg, I still
That doesn't
maintain
say that he's not the
everybody.
person.
Yeah, everybody.
I never say he
I don't
wasn't-
think
wasn't a good
everybody is
person.
corrupt.
I say we do think they can do the right thing.
A bad person would do the wrong thing.
Not necessarily good people can
Good
do the
and
wrong
bad are
things.
relative. Come on. Good
Exactly.
And bad, they're relative
Okay.
terms.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
Let's
you
not
could
get-
be the biggest. Look at Ronald Reagan, the biggest asshole. Okay. But he did make a lot of strides, not for me as a black person. Oh, Ronald Reagan was the king of the assholes. Look how we cut financial aid. But when you look at some of the things he did in America, some of the policy, look how Republicans still worship him. It's like Lyndon Pendling with all of his flaws. Look how the PLP still deify him. Like my girl Shawnee to say, so Lyndon, Obie Wilshcombe at the PLP rally I was watching. I know, don't judge me. And he said, in the words of Sir Lyndon, forward, upward, onward, together. And I made my Facebook status that night, Dear Obie, those words were penned by Meg, Bo, and Vivian Moultrie. See, we attribute these qualities to these politicians because we are so in love with them. We're so enamored.
Well, it's so bad you can't even wear red shirt or yellow shirt right now.
Well, it could be a problem.
They take over colors.
Yeah?
They take over colors.
Well, I wear my yellow shirt
Jeez.
and my green shirt. I have a green shirt with 100s on it.
Scurrying on Jared.
Not the hundreds.
Jared says scurrying on Greg, Chrissy, and Jay.
Well, I just think, like I said, overrated, I think, is too harsh an indictment.
Auntie, you know who you sound like? You sound like Levin last week, right?
What Levin say? You know, I kept...
Levin was saying, anytime I describe...
I got to go look at that show. I still ain't watched that show yet.
Anytime I describe your actions as it's defined in the dictionary, he say, you guys use such harsh, strong words. No, it's not harsh and strong. This is what it is. It's overrated. If you have given, if you have made something more important and given it more show, more, you've just overblown.
But it's a big thing, Greg. Voting is a big thing.
It's big.
It's big in this season right now. That's
why this season.
Because this is the season for the vote.
Right.
This is the season where we get to choose
Jay,
who represents us.
But I'm not talking about recently. I've been hearing this for my whole life. And even back in each cycle. No, it's not only election time. Because this has been I've heard these things prior to this year.
How long ago?
From late last year to middle of last year to beginning of last year to the year before that, these things are constantly...
Well, we are constantly in campaign mode in this country.
Yeah.
Campaign mode started 2 years ago.
Especially with the flip-flopping. Yeah. But I still maintain that's not the only message. The message is, yes, vote. But the message is also, be an asset to your communities. Look at like in Bamboo Town, in Nassau Village, where you have the independent candidate. It happened on my show when he said he was running.
Bamboo Town?
The Lockhart boy, who everybody loves the name they call him. Anyway, he's very well known in Nassau Village. And he decided that he was going to step out there, and because he was a community person, organizing things, know a lot of people. I still maintain there's a place for people who want to be community activists, who want to see the community grow, do their part, despite the parties having their general councils that pick the candidates.
But that's my whole thing too, like you just said, right? I think the issue is the candidates, right? We have terrible candidates, and the worse your candidates, the least important that vote is. Because if you have, like right now, you hear like the man say, who I can pick?
Yeah. He was a corrupt PLP, not corrupt PLP.
No, Redwood and Minnis handled that terribly.
So that just shows how like the vote even is in his...
Is it too late for them to redeem themselves?
Well, you have until nomination day, technically. Once you nominate, you have to run, pay $400. You have until the 20th, so, they could do the switcheroo, but I doubt that's going to happen.
But in this case, like his vote is almost like nothing, because it's like he don't even want to use it.
Well, you have to pick the lesser of three evils.
Oh, frick that.
Burroughs, Wells, or McCartney.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, because it does. This is what you got.
Because you can get right into what Colin just said.
A, B, or C.
Now you can be responsible for this terrible person who went
example,
office.
Trees cook, peas and rice, chicken, and coleslaw.
Right.
You don't want to eat that.
Okay.
But you hungry as hell. You have to choose between peas and rice, chicken, and coleslaw. You can't go make one boiled egg. No. Where you going?
No, you lock inside the house.
You don't have a choice.
Excuse me?
The dinner today.
What kind of democracy
is this? And if you like my mommy, you don't eat that, you meet it there for breakfast.
This y'all
coleslaw for breakfast.
Y'all false
Greg,
freedom of
choices.
Okay.
Y'all don't truly believe in democracy.
Greg,
I do.
Y'all don't truly believe in freedom of choice.
Greg.
Because y'all only believe in freedom of choice when the people choosing what you all want them to choose.
Greg, who I call it? These are the choices you have.
No, sir.
You can't pull some nebulous
stuff. You know what
on
that choice do? I don't want none of these niggas. That's
you have options. Right? You're in a constituency with options.
Elizabeth has options.
No.
I have options regardless.
In your constituency,
but I have somebody. No, what I have is
we have two independents in Elizabeth, right?
I don't know. I only know but one, and that's who I gave it.
Look,
I only know I know I have a choice either way. But in this election, I actually have somebody that I feel I can vote for, that I could say I believe in, and that I believe would do the right thing. That's what I have. I have someone that I feel I could vote for.
Right, and
Now,
you're
I tell
fortunate
people-
to have that.
And I tell people all the time, if that option wasn't there, then I was going to donate my $400 to the public treasury.
Really?
And I was going to put my name on the ballot just to
Well,
go mark
Jay,
my
them have
ex
good
to my-
people. Killarney, y'all have some
Where
good
they at?
choices.
Yeah, we have.
Killarney has some good choices.
I have one decent.
What do we
choice.
call a good choice? Like what?
I have one decent choice.
What do we quantify as a good choice?
Not
now?
one decent choice.
What do we quantify as? A
Well,
good
the
choice?
thing is, I think, okay, when you look at people, let's use Killarney, since I can't use our constituency. You have, of course, Minnis, Komalafe, and
Do the younger lady.
Renika, Knowles, okay? When you look at, again, the passion, the fervor, the things they say they are about, they
Hold on, who
seem
is
to
they
be-
now? You gotta guess.
All three of them.
Minutes.
Minnis has
Min-
done
Minnis
a
has-
very
Minnis-
good job
Minnis-
for
Minnis
Killarney.
has said nothing for Kalani.
Minnis does an awesome job as an MP for Killarney.
I just hear Minutes.
Jay
say,
just don't
really?
like Minutes.
Okay, let me ask you. You say he's doing an awesome job, right?
As an MP for Killarney.
This man been missing from Parliament for the.
Yeah, that
And
was a
on my bumpy
Hold
road.
on, hold on. Let's see, and this is where we
No,
see.
okay, let me-
This is where we don't know what an MP is supposed to do, right? This man has been missing from
You
Parliament.
rode Bumpy in Killarney, Richard?
He been missing from
You in
Parliament.
Gambé.
Lord of
You in
mercy.
Gambé.
It don't matter. I ain't no
How long
gambler.
you been missing from
No, the
Parliament? About
road.
3 months? How long you been missing now?
How long did he say? How
You
much
been
days?
missing for a good while, right?
Yeah, and that excuse was shitty too, by the way.
That is representation in that house, right?
He had to be campaigning.
Also, he say, man,
was-
listen, I was busy campaigning.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take this government
Yeah.
from the PLP.
Yeah, that
I'm
was-
focusing on winning this
Yeah,
election.
I heard
That
that.
was an excuse.
Yes.
Yes, I saw it with my own eyes.
But you
and
all
I
say
know
these
it.
good options. Hold on, let me finish.
I was watching news
So
now.
your main focus is not you already the MP for Kalani. These people have already elected you to go to the House
Right.
and represent them in the House. You elect not to do that, but to serve your own self-interest of winning the government
the
for the
election.
PLP. So
That was a
but
shitty
y'all-
excuse.
I don't have to say anything.
But
I
y'all
have to say it
say
all for
that
me.
these
No,
are
I
good
agree.
options.
Not attending the House, I don't care who it is.
So
I have
how-
a problem with that
so how
because
do
that's
we-
your job.
So what do we call good options? I mean,
Now,
this
when you
man
look at-
was elected, and he say he ain't going to the House because he got.
But see, my thing is this: Minnis can run on his record in Killarney.
What's the record? I keep
Okay.
hearing this, but what is it?
Again, Komalafe, she has some great ideas, even though
Like what?
disgruntled PLP. She talks about reviving the economic part of the nation. And she's been talking about this. Now, of course, I will admit, now, Komalafe, that's a little bit of shade, too, because remember how Leslie Miller them tell her, carry her ass, go live with her husband in another
Oh,
country.
no,
So I think she mad at that, so
okay.
she decided to go to the DNA.
But then again-
she has great ideas.
But watch this.
I used to read her column in
You
the
don't
paper.
hear like the same kind of things from a bunch of these people. Like they do a little
Well,
gauge and they find out what
because
people
our
talking
problems
about.
are the same.
Because you can hear them say
The problems are the same.
they can
You
say
got-
economy,
The problems are the same.
entrepreneurship.
Okay, here's the
They
thing.
can say
Here's
the
thing.
same
Here's the thing.
problems.
But here's the thing, Greg.
'Cause
Here's
they
the
won't
thing.
win election.
No, here's the thing. It's a difference between saying it
Uh-huh.
and when you look at their plan as someone that understands what needs to happen, and if you look at it and it lines up, that's the person that you have to go with. Now, here's the thing. The problem is a lot of people are too clannish and they only identify with the party, and they can't bring themselves to be realistic
You know why
and
that
see
is?
what's best for the country. So the guy in Bamboo Town, right, and anybody in Bamboo Town, you're F&M, right? If you can't bring yourself to vote for LOI, Mr. LOI, then find out what the PLP is going to do or what the PLP candidate has to do for your.
Well, we know the history of the
Then go to the Brandville, the DNA, and find out, and whoever has the best
And also
ideas,
Okay.
the best plan, not only for your constituency but for the nation, you go with that.
And also, less a correction, because I think this is true. One of my cousins just told me that O'Brien Knowles is running for the BNCP in Bamboo. So you do have another option.
Okay, well there you go, Bamboo Town. You have another
Okay?
option. You
Yeah,
can explore.
I remember seeing the post on East Street.
And don't wait for these guys to quote unquote knock on your door, because at the end of the day, it's almost impossible
That is
to see
ridiculous.
No,
everybody.
and we got to stop that level of campaigning.
The information is out there. You can
Yeah,
Google it.
I have a problem
go
with
and
that coming
get
to
it.
your house. Don't
Yeah.
come to my damn house.
Yeah, that
In
don't make-
America, I don't see my congressman.
That don't make
I
no
want to
sense.
see their
Why
house.
Cookie Caterer calling me?
Cookie Caterer calling you? Cookie Caterer campaigning, buddy.
Cookie Caterer. Next
Thank
Cookie
you so
Caterer.
much, Ducky.
Use a Cookie Caterer.
Ducky?
Ducky in Nassau Village.
Who's Ducky?
And I don't live in Nassau Village, and I hear about Ducky.
Mario
Really?
Ducky Lockhart.
But apparently they say he running for the DNA now. I thought he told me he's going to be independent.
See?
They probably said, "Hey,
And the thing
we'll
is-
help you. Come with us."
But with these
nothing
par-
wrong with that.
But the thing is,
Ducky.
with these parties,
There's nothing wrong with that.
they are all beholden to party first.
Yeah, and that's sad.
And this is why I can't support no longer anybody.
No, but
that's
hold
a
on.
member.
We have independence, but they just get sucked into the vortex too.
Well, at least they haven't already signed on to be in the vortex.
Remember Hubert Ingram and Perry Christie was independents.
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. At least they haven't signed on to the vortex yet. Once
Okay.
you join a party, you already sign on.
Even if you're independent, once you get in parliament, if you actually intend to do something for your constituency, you have to learn how to play the game. In order to play the
That's
game,
why it's called politics.
you have to get sucked in the vortex per se.
Thanks,
so
Kira.
you gotta vote for a certain piece of legislation to get certain favors for your constituency.
Yeah, politics is an interesting game.
So you gotta play the game.
It's an
You
interesting
can't
game.
you can't run from it.
You know what? You ain't got to play.
So
the game.
Tennille,
No, I know. I think you could opt out.
If Tennille is voted in, she will have to play the game.
To get-
if she
Yes, she will,
wants,
to
if
a
she
degree.
wants
She
Marco's
will.
law enacted,
She will,
She
to a
will
degree.
have to play the game.
She has to, Greg.
There are
No.
certain bills she will
And
have
remember,
to sign on.
Tennille is a
I'm
novice
you.
politician, so you know
I disagree.
she's gonna have to play that
Tennille
game.
started
If
reading the
she-
48
if
laws
she-
of power.
I put it like this: if she played the game,
I love that, the 48 laws of power.
If she played the game, she ain't gonna
Thanks,
get,
Carla.
She ain't get nothing accomplished.
But you can play
Because
the game.
No, the game is. You know what the game is, and what it has.
You have to know how to play
Damn,
the
Greg.
game.
This is the no.
No.
This is
the
this
game.
is
The
the
game
game.
is not only under the table.
She did not.
Under the rug.
She did not come in under any of these parties. So therefore, they will view her as. You stay right over there. We ain't on your run.
No.
Unless now, please tell me what you all mean by play the game.
Okay, here's the thing. I feel after this election is said and done, we're going to have a scenario where either we're going to have a governing party and we have a coalition that isn't. We have an opposition that could form a
Yeah, why
party,
do
a
you have a
government,
coalition?
and they refuse
I
to
hope
because
so.
of their political alliances. And they say, you know what, we'll just be the opposition. And I think it's going to be so tight that every single vote
It's gonna
matters.
count. That's why we need you to vote.
And that's why I feel Tennille will have to play this game.
You all better.
She
you all
does.
better.
All independents. Look at Larry Cartwright. Even though he was, you may remember Larry
But what you all
Cartwright.
mean by play the game? I don't
You
understand.
have to schmooze the government of the day. You have to also make sure you have cordiality with the opposition, because at the end of the day, you want your stuff in your constituency to happen.
Oh, well, you know, but okay, but see, maybe we.
Not playing the underhanded, under the table game.
No,
But let me just say for
ain't
the record,
nobody
when you
saying you
make it
don't be
28
cordial.
grand, I don't care how much, and me and her out of this row. I don't care how much you bullshit yourself. Anybody could live off of $28,000 effing
Hold on,
dollars.
hold on, excuse me. Now, see, I said people say this, right?
Who could live off of $28,000?
Hold on, Chrissy. Hold on.
Can you?
Hold on. Wait a second. We can get to this. See,
Okay.
this is because you all is throw around these
And
things.
you still have your own business, so you could live off $28,000.
I said he's talking.
Because MPs could still have their own business and practices.
Chrissy, our MP is more
That's just a
special
bonus.
than any other citizen.
Greg, I know that.
Hold
They're
on, no
not.
man, answer the question.
But
okay,
the
you said
special
it,
other citizens
but-
don't have to do the extra stuff MPs got to do.
Okay, let's look at what is the average government salary.
The average government salary, I would dare say, is about $22,000.
You going high?
You think it's lower than that?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's like 20 something.
I think
Average.
Average.
But either way, it's below what MPs make, right?
Yeah,
And these people have to go to work every day, right?
9 to 5.
9 to 5, right?
They have different needs.
Maybe
so-
2 weeks vacation, right?
No,
How
all of
often
them, every
MPs
year
go to
it's
Parliament?
different. Every Wednesday, then they have long
No,
vacations and stuff.
no, you go to
So,
Parliament.
hold on, let's
And depending on what's
It
going
depends.
well, let's we trying to
At least 4 times a week sometime, because
let's be
Tuesday
fair.
is cabinet.
Let's
so.
be fair, because I say this all the time.
All right.
And the MPs are saying, "Oh, nobody can live over 28,000." Newsflash: there are
I
tens
agree.
of
I agree.
thousands of people,
Yes.
not only living off less than that, but
But they ain't got to
living-
dress up in their suit and go to the house. They ain't got to drive
You don't have
around
to,
in their
Nita?
own car. You see half of these breakers cars?
And you should take you. They got car.
That's their own car.
Now I don't know if they MPs is get it, but
on.
MPs
You don't
still
they get
get-
the plate.
no.
They get
gas
the plate.
stipend, just to
They
pay.
get a play.
Hold
Okay.
on. You mean the gas stipend?
Now,
Okay, they
You
don't
sure?
get
as a matter of fact, anyway.
They
do
get
you-
insurance, and they,
They
get
get
thingum.
insurance, 2 meats. They get
No, that's the
Senators.
Senate.
No, actually.
And the Senate only get,
actually,
what,
that-
9,000 a year?
But my
Really?
thing is,
That's it?
they,
Something like
how,
that.
how often they go to work?
Now the Senate goes to work even less than the House.
If they go there 5 times a year, that's plenty.
but they're the upper chamber.
Yeah, but the upper chamber is, again, our legislators, have changed what the Senate is.
But my point is, I trying to compare, right?
No, I agree. The average Bahamian has to, but the needs are different.
If you feel no, they are all human beings with families.
Yes, I agree.
So their MPs' needs are not different from the woman who works in the front desk in the police record department. She has a family. She has a family that she has to feed, just like he does, or she does in the House of Assembly. So the needs are not different. And matter of fact,
they're varied, Greg. You have to go to the House. You have to go to functions. You have to work all hours of the night.
If I had to pick between going to a government job every day and going to Parliament every so often, I would take Parliament any day.
Well, it seems easier because, again, you have the capability to do the job in Parliament. Okay? Everybody don't have that skill set.
But everybody don't have the skill set to work the front desk to the police records department.
You could learn that kind of easy.
But what I'm saying is,
you got to give speeches.
I don't like when people say that.
The speeches don't have to be that long. I support this bill, XYZ, by my mom, the people support it.
Yes, we like to run on. Exactly.
No, because we read in the House. You're young. You never used to read in the House of Assembly, you know. This is a new thing with reading in the House of Assembly. Used to speak extemporaneously, but we have some dumb bitches who can't speak like that.
Well, off the top of your head, you got to tell me what that means.
No, off the top of, we never used to read speeches in the House. I remember visiting the House as a younger reporter, and even visiting with family members who are in the House. You used to speak off the top of your head. You may have little notes, but we make the parliamentary proceedings longer because everybody want to be damn verbose and run out. I want to show you that.
But Chrissy, I would challenge you to please stop using that.
We need to pay our MPs more.
Maybe
they'll stop effing teeth.
Okay, here's the thing, right? No, that ain't. I hear this throw around too, right?
I believe that if you give people what they're worth, I prove it with my staff.
Y'all have some of the most
when you pay your staff good, they don't teeth.
Y'all have some of the most ridiculous concepts ever.
You don't think so? If you pay people well, they ain't get teeth.
I don't want to work in absolutes. So sure, do I believe that? Believe in some cases, in a lot of cases, if you pay people adequately, it removes that fidgety finger to go and touch something.
And I think it probably drives up your bottom line.
I can follow you with that. I don't.
And when you reward your people, they work for you well.
But that does not mean that it guarantees that they won't.
No, it doesn't. People are going to guess what? Money only magnify what you already is.
Exactly.
Okay? So if you was a thief at $2 an hour, you can be a thief at $10 an hour.
If we need to pay our MPs more, then we need to pay the civil servants more.
Well, some do get that cut.
And
civil service is really, but the civil service need work. How many reports we did on the civil service? Not a shit happened.
I don't know. And if we
the call, we have a call.
Someone calling me. Really?
And if we gonna pay the MPs more, then we need to require more.
Man, look here, on the rug. What I doing? I in the church. Anyway. I on the rug.
On this good holy Thursday.
I know. Come wash my feet. Why Greg ain't wash my feet yet?
I ain't washing that bunion. Anyhow,
okay, your ass. I don't have no bunion on my foot, boy.
But this I said, if we're gonna raise their salary, then we have to raise their qualifications, their requirements. You got to come to the house more
Care
often.
for my community and be where you're supposed to be. Don't be like when he name.
Well, I feel like your attendance record should be a certain level for you to qualify to get your salary.
This is what I'm saying.
Not Collie. Why I keep saying Ronaldo Collie? Ronaldo Curry.
Oh, you mean the guy who ain't been
don't get mad at us because we bring up the fact that he don't damn be.
But that's the entitlement they have. But anyhow,
look at answer your people. They asking you questions. I looking at you. I think
this is my show. I looking at it, man. Okay, let's run through some of these questions. This is all this. Okay, Keitra say why Keitra telling Jay to run? What on Jay shirt, Greg? Look here, I can't tell you that, Keitra. I can't repeat that. Repeat it for what on that, Chrissy?
I like how. Why am I the foul mouth vulgar
one?
What on
this shirt? Because you was guys. I don't guys.
It's a kitty cat with a knife in a pocket.
Yes.
It's not. No.
Yes.
That's what it is.
It's a killer pussy in the pocket.
Men are so obsessed with
Ashley
pussy.
Clark says, I live in Bamboo Town. Thanks a lot. Well said on them. Need the answer for the LOI. Okay. This one said the internet and phone off. Oh, Lord.
Yes.
And
so somebody knocked the line.
That's what you call voting for the lesser of two evils, which is nonsensical.
We always do, though?
It's nonsensical. This is why we always get grind.
Did Greg say grind?
Yes.
Breaking news!
And you say get grind, Bahamas?
Oh, I give up that site.
All right.
They call me that day. And I like when they call me. Hi, Mrs. Thompson Russell. We're calling about your website. Are you paying the fee this year? That's Get Grind Bahamas. Get GIET GT Grind GRINE Bahamas. The cats be laughing.
Oh, it was grind?
Grind. Get Grind Bahamas. You know that white girl talk? Bahamas. Anyway.
All right, they say afternoon, Greg and guest.
It's not overrated, Greg. It's not overrated.
It's overrated. It's overrated, and I think we have already established why
Greg
it's
is cynical,
overrated. I say it's important, but it's overrated. Y'all need to stop. Let's try it. Okay, I can challenge y'all. And y'all in the media, right? Use be on the radio. Use be on the internet with all these viewers, with all these ratchet people watching, right? Here's the thing. I can challenge y'all to take voting off of that golden case you all have at the prime location in the store, put it down through the back aisle, right? And take all the advocacy, holding your members accountable, attending your constituency meetings, all these things, put that in the golden showcase.
And when you want us to do that?
From now.
But I thought it was always
It's
there.
done. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
See,
Here's
y'all
the
in
thing.
denial.
No.
Maybe I'm in my media bubble.
No. Every we march.
Y'all in denial.
Every we march.
Jay. I am not saying
Every march.
Every
petition.
protest, every
go into the
petition.
extreme.
When it was the gender equality vote,
That's right.
every single time,
Every town hall meeting.
we helped to educate, pass information. If people wanted it, they got it. Now, in this season, in this time, in 14, 15 days, it's time to
Jesus,
decide.
50 days?
Yes. You can't count the weekends.
50.
Oh, you don't count the weekends. You like Lenny. You don't count the weekends.
Listen, the weekend is a day.
No.
Yeah, they kill me with that.
No.
Today is April the 12th.
In 14.
So in 28 days.
In 14 business days, when you could get your checks cleared and have some money.
By the way, can I have one check, please? Perry, Hubert, Brian. Send me one check, please. And I don't want
you
the
will
two
have
scotch.
to make a decision. And in this time where the country's in crisis, we're going to bring a collapse, it's an important decision. Everybody should vote. You're going to vote for who you believe in. I'm going to vote for who I believe in. She's going to vote for who she's believing.
Who I voting for, I don't doubt. No, let me stop.
Okay, she's going to vote for who she believes is going to do
Voting
the
for
best
the
job.
lesser of five evils.
Okay, she's going to vote for the lesser of five evils.
Ernie, Tadeo,
Go vote.
Lester.
You know what?
What the woman
Ryan?
name? The bishop woman.
Ryan still running?
No, Ryan, Alex, still running for the
I can
PLP.
point my finger at you.
I'm voting for the lesser of five evils. We have five people in Elizabeth.
And you call all evil?
Well, they all have issues.
And she being real. There you go. I like
Oh,
that.
it's the truth.
Be real.
I love them, but they have issues.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen. That's your vote. You can do whatever you want to
That's
do with
my
that.
one vote.
Yeah, your one vote.
Everybody vote.
And that's all it is.
Everybody, show me a purple thumb. I'll see
Listen,
it on Facebook.
anybody
my
here?
damn manicure.
Anybody here know Anton?
Which Anton?
Thompson.
Yeah,
The crazy boy?
Thompson.
That's
Who's calling
us.
every show?
The
Yeah.
PLP. Yeah.
You can reach out to him on Facebook.
Oh, God, you
I
don't
think I'm
want
his
that.
Facebook friend.
Y'all
You don't
send,
want that.
Send Anton to me, please.
Why?
Anyway,
Greg,
y'all, if
why
you
you
know
want to stress
Anton-
yourself out like that?
Greg,
My
that,
focus
I think Greg, that's one of the first times I would see gray hair on a bald-headed man.
No, sir.
Anton is.
See, let me tell you why I could do these things, right? You
They
know
paying
why?
him good though. They paying him good.
You know why I could do this? Because I really don't care.
True.
I really don't. I don't have a stake in the game.
Okay.
I like the Joker and the Dark Knight.
Okay.
I don't have a stake in the game. I could burn my money.
Okay.
You see? But
Don't burn your money,
People
man.
that no, I ain't gonna. But people that attach themselves, they show their hand early. It's easy to pick people apart when you know where they stand. It's easy.
Okay.
It's quite easy. So please, if you all know that Anton Thompson, who's called all the talk shows, caping for the PLP,
You ain't want.
please send him to me, man.
Please,
Yeah,
Greg,
yeah,
just stop that.
Greg.
Don't
Please send him
say
to me.
that.
Yeah.
Please send him to me. Anyhow,
What Beyonce say? Thank God I dodged the bullet.
you all say voting ain't overrated. I say it's overrated.
Okay.
We put it.
Just
y'all-
damn vote.
I challenge
Just
y'all.
vote.
No, I challenge y'all. Replace voting with advocacy and really things that are.
Well, you talk. I think you're talking to the two wrong
But we
people.
just say that. I tell people all the time. For example, when I was in Montague, even when I was in, I wasn't in Elizabeth, it was called something else.
Yamagra?
No, Malcolm Gregory.
What?
Anyway, something.
Malcolm Creek.
Yes, that's what our constituency was called.
I forget
I used to
you
be on the radio. Your ass. Anyway, I've been voting since 1987.
Oh, you was voting late?
No, 1982. Yeah, 1982.
You start voting late?
I was 20. I had to wait. I had to be 18.
82?
Your ass.
Oh.
You know what? And me and his mom are the same age, you know.
Oh my God, Greg, come on.
I am the coolest 50-something you know.
I agree.
Including Trees.
That's why I love you. Anyhow, let me wrap this show up. We done been over.
That's an hour already?
Way more than an hour. We gone. That's almost an hour and 15
Time
minutes.
to eat up in this room.
Yes, sir. So
The conversation's good.
Yeah, man. And I stick in me and Colin on the same page. I think you all agree with me, but I think you all trying to misrepresent what I say. Eh?
No.
And you all taking it to this.
I understand.
Overrated maybe is too
I can put
strong
it
a
in
word.
the simplest form. It's like LeBron. I feel like LeBron is overrated.
Okay, this is why I
Right?
checked.
Overhyped.
But is he not important?
And he's a good player. But I believe he's
Is he
overhyped
not,
by the media.
Is he not extremely important?
He's important.
So
You hear his name all the time.
saying he is overrated does not take away from his important, not only to his team, but to the league. Oh, we got a call. Oh, jeez.
Take the call.
Take this call, buddy.
All right, let's
This is
take
your
the call.
studio. You can do what you want to do.
Call, hello.
We have an emergency, and I've messaged and called everyone else to try to tell you discreetly.
What happened? What?
Okay. What's
Okay.
going on?
What?
I hope she all right.
I hope
She's
so, too.
scaring the shit out of me.
And yeah, well, let me end the show. Let's
Okay,
wrap it up.
bye.
Bye, people.
I didn't check my phone.
I saw some.
She says she messaged everybody.
I saw some.
I saw the thing with
messages
the
coming through.
internet.